Okay, today's project is a little woodworking project. Just found a need for. I'm going to have I'm doing a little bit of gaming around here, so I have my steering wheel, and steering wheel, pedals and all, they're sitting there, they're kind of in the way, and then I also have headset, which I'd like to go ahead and have a place to store these. So I think what I want to do is I want some sort of a hook that I can come in here and be able to hang this on here and out of the way a little bit. So what I think I will do is drop a little something, and I've decided that what I'm going to end up with after I drew it up a little bit, I think if I could build something that looks something like that, I'd be able to slide it over that wherever I want on any shelf and see what it will do for holding it up. So we're going to go ahead and try that. Okay, so with this project today and trying to get this set up, we're going to need to first find the size lumber we're going to use to load and go off of our plans to make this and see what happens. So we're going to look for a big oak, I think. Let's see if we can get one. According to this, we're going to be about 5 1/4 by 3 inches. So we'll cut a piece of scrap and see what we can find. I think piece of oak. This looks about good. We've got a little extra large, and it's going to measure 3 1/2. It looks like, and plenty of length. So we should be good on that. And we'll go ahead and lay this out and see how it fits on here real quick. Okay, we've got our bandsaw. We set up, so we just cleared that a little bit. We're ready to go. Take our clamps off of it, and then we're going to go ahead, because dust bothers me, I'm going to go ahead. I have my dust collector set up here. It's going to be a little noisy. I'm going to set this out, and then put this all on. Rough cut of what I think will work. Back in. So we're hoping that this should slide right over the top of my shelf, and it'll fit there. So we'll set up to make this look a little prettier. It looks pretty rough. So we'll go to the sander and stick in the sand and carve it down to what we need. Okay, so first thing I want to do is go ahead and start my dust collector here again, and we're going to sand out that. I've got a spindle sander that should get us close, so we'll go ahead and start it up. Nice and smooth. So we'll go to the next phase. And so this next part of the sanding is going to be in here. We're going to have to do some handwork, and that's just going to be probably taking a file and filing it down to start out with. See if we can kind of smooth it out. Shouldn't take a whole lot, and then we'll finish it up and get both of those smooth, and then run a little sandpaper on that. Complete that part of it. Okay, I've got it sanded out pretty smooth in here, or filed out, so we're going to now take it. We don't like all these rough edges. We're just going to round over this, and I've got my router set up on the table here, and we're just going to simply run this over it real gently and see if we can get a good edge on it. Okay, this thing was catching a little bit on the bit when it gets to that small end at the end, so we went ahead and stopped on that. And I took it back over to the sander and basically just sanded the edges out the rest of the way. And from here we'll go ahead and do hand sanding on it and see if we can make it the rest of the way looking pretty pretty. Okay, so we've got the rough layout. It's still got to be finished sanding and this type of thing, but I want to go ahead and check and just make sure that it's going to work and see if the plan's going to do it. So we're going to go ahead and see if that sits in there like that. This should be able to come up and just rest within that, and that gets it up off the desk and we'll be able to charge. I think that's going to work, and that'll fit over any of the shelf extensions I've got and just gets it off my desk. So I think we'll be good with that. We'll go finish doing some finish sanding and put a little finish on it, see how it looks when we're all done. Okay, we got the sanding done. I've got my board. All I've done here is what I call my finishing board. I just basically took a little pin nailer, drove a bunch of little nails through it, didn't need to finish, and I just set that on top of it, and it doesn't leave a whole lot of marks in it, and you can just sand out the little tiny blemishes that might be left. That allows me to finish both sides of my project. So we'll go ahead and open it up. I'm just going to use a little one coat polyurethane and coat it with that. Let's see how she looks. Okay, we've got the finishes dried, a little bit of that. I like to take just a small piece of sandpaper. I have some 800 grit here, and just take some of the little bit of roughness back off of it. Not take a whole lot, just kind of skin over it. Just add some little bit of smoothness. Depending on your finish and what you like to have, different finishes do a little different. For this, I think it's going to work just fine. That's all it takes. Nice finish on it. We'll go. So we've got this, and we're going to put it in there, and it should match up nicely. And we'll take our headset, set it over the top of, and that'll sit there just like that. Nice simple little project, and that's kind of the ones I like to do. Little quick ones. Doesn't take off any major amount of skills, so it's a good little project to knock on in. On to the next little one.